We are live. Welcome to the Mad Chat. Oh, how are we doing, everybody? It's Sunday. I don't even know what date it is anymore. Don't even know what the day is. Who cares, eh? It's a pleasure to have you here on another Sunday evening. I don't know if this is going to happen every week, but it seems to be happening every week. I've got nothing better to do. Only joking. I hope you are all doing well. We've got Michael Wilde in here. He's in there. Oh, he said not long now. He's been here since Friday, Michael. Oh, lovely. We got Perry. Perry's here. Wataki watches. He's going to watch the replay, so that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about that. We've got Mario G in the house. Nice to see you, my friend. We've got Mark Robinson. He's in there. The Cornishman is there. We have got Chris Pamplin. What an awesome picture that is, Chris. That is fantastic. Of the old NASA space shuttle. I love it. Well, this is fantastic, guys. So I always like to know where people are in the world, which is awesome. We got Ken Spear from Pittsburgh is in here. Pittsburgh. I absolutely love Pittsburgh. We have got Ryan Newby in the house. Yeah, absolutely. We definitely need some social interaction. That is absolutely 100%, my friend. We have got Glyn. Glyn is in the house, everybody. He's lent me in his Christopher Ward super compressor this week, and I am in awe of it. And I didn't really want to send it back, but I did. I shot the video of the watch and then sent it back to him. That show will be out soon. We have got Brian Carpenter from Michigan. I absolutely love America. I love America. I can't hide it. I cannot hide it. We have got the Watch Doctor. Absolutely a pleasure to have you here, my friend. I love your profile picture. Lovely logo. Very good. This is good. Mario G not commenting much. He's just started cooking. Mario, before you do go off and cook, just let us know what you're making, because I'm pretty hungry. I got to admit, I've just made a roast dinner not long ago. Roast chicken, lovely. But yeah, I'd like to know what you're making. Sheffield, lovely Sheffield. We've got Lyndon Durgan, everyone. I love that profile picture. Yeah, profile pictures are great, aren't they? Brian, Brian, next time, Brian, I'd like to see a picture either of you or of a snazzy watch. Just give me that. That'd be great. We've got Mario G, Alfredo pasta with some grilled chicken. Oh, that sounds lovely. Very nice. So there's 20. I got Samuel's come in. Hey up, lad. Hey up. We've got Samuel here, Samuel Grimes from Leeds. It's a pleasure to have you on board, my friend. Today, let's talk about the shows I've done recently. The last week I've done, hang on. Here we go. Friend of the show, Average Joe. That rhymed on purpose. But it's a pleasure to have you here, my friend. Forgive me, of course. Do Casio watches have a price increase just like I don't know. I need to have a look at that. If the F91, which is what I am looking at this week, is gone up a couple of quid, then yes, it probably is. Jan's here, everyone. Hard-boiled eggs. Oh no. Got the Jan mug. Average Joe said he was fine with his daddy body. He was fine with it last week. What's changed? The first show I did, the 3-watch collection. I did my Sin, my Tudor Black Bay 58. I did my Rolex Explorer, and I did the Land, Sea, Air collection. It went down really well, actually. Obviously they're really nice watches, so people are going to, be searching for them on the internet anyway. But I was really pleased how the show went, and I got some nice feedback from it, which is really nice. I am very close to recording a new land, sea and air collection, but a more affordable collection, which will be good. That'll be coming up soon. We have got Capitan Turbo. He's in the house, everyone. Stephen Harper's in the house as well. Nice to see you, Stephen. Glyn's saying, I don't think Cassio's do have a price increase as they would. That is true. That is true. Oh, he's got the Mud Master on. Very nice. Very good. We'll talk about that in a minute, shall we, Michael? We'll talk about that in a minute. So the next show I did was the Seagull 1963. I've been wanting to do that show for some time. I just hadn't got round to doing it. And then I put it on for about 2 days, 2 full days. And, I fell back in love with it. When you've got a collection of watches and, for some reason, you just don't wear a watch for a while. You still like it, but you get it out, you stack it on the wrist and it's still, oh yeah, this is the reason why I bought it. And this is the reason why it's not been sold yet. But I absolutely love that Seagull 1963. And I really chuffed with how the show came out. I had some great comments from the guys. A lot of people own Seagulls just because they're so affordable, which is brilliant, isn't it? Ken Spear. Oh, what we got Stephen up. Stephen, lovely. A little bit of commission for the madman. Oh, that's 3 pence in my pocket, my friend. Thank you, man. That was obviously a good enough show for you to part with your money. Ken Spear is going very luxury on us with a beautiful Omega Seamaster Aquaterra. I love it. Yes. I've already talked to your wife, Michael, and I've said any more purchases I'm gonna look at. So don't worry about that. So those shows went really well, and thanks for watching it, everyone that did. It's very funny how YouTube works because we've got a subscribership. So I've got an amazing subscribership of like 1,800 people, which just blows my brain at the minute. But only like 20% of your subscribers actually watch your shows, which is madness. But so those that are subscribed and have watched, thank you very much. What a name, Slicey Dicey. Look, he's got the Planet Ocean 2500 on today. That is very nice. A pleasure to have you on board, Slicey Dicey. That's magic. Right. So today, Roscoe's here, everyone. Roscoe's here. Get in there, Roscoe. So today is all about, I thought I'd do a subscriber showcase of a State of the Collection show, which is live. More than sort of put it out there to you guys to start with, to be my first one, because it is something I want to do, in the future with you guys. Maybe you guys can come in and show me your State of the Collection. I've got a great little idea at the end though. And I've got a big announcement as well. So get ready for that at the end. I wanted to have someone on that I could trust and that I could take the pee out of a little bit, and someone I've known since he's been born. And can we guess who it is? It is, in fact, my brother. Yes, the madman's got a brother. Yeah. I got a brother, and his name is Gimp. No, it's not. It is Nick.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Everybody say hello.
Hey, I'm Nick. First off, I want to apologize for my hair. It's sponsored by COVID and brought to you by my wife, who is also known as the Stevie Wonder with scissors. Honestly, it's getting ridiculous now. I haven't been to a hairdresser's for about a year. It doesn't look like you've been to one for about 20.
No. Can anybody see the sort of similarities between us? I mean, I still think he's the milkman's. Do you know what I mean?
The milkman was a very handsome chap.
Well, if anyone sees our dad, Nick, you know that I am related to him.
Yeah.
You've got our granddad's nose, haven't you? That lovely beak. Oh, there's the profile. He's got that lovely beak.
It's a
And
Roman nose.
yeah, he's got that sort of pencil head. You know where I've got this sort of bulky square head. Nick's got like this pencil. You know, you imagine the rubber tip on the end of a pencil. That's the sort of head he's got. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here, brother.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
No, that's cool. Terry's here as well. Hello, Terry. If you've got anything to ask us, I shall have a look on the comments. Also, if you want to tell us which one you think is the older brother, that's fine for them to do, isn't it? You know what I mean? Don't worry about that. Now, as you can see, Nick, like myself, is a kid at heart, aren't you? Hey?
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm bought clothes for Christmas, I am an angry and unhappy boy.
So let's have a look. Let's go top shelf first, shall we, Nick? Let's do it. Top shelf.
You want to go through my artifacts?
I want to see. Yeah, we want to see this because we're young at heart as well. Come on, let's show us what you got. So at the top of our top left, we've got the old. This way, that one. What is that again? That mask. I forgot what that mask.
Oh, this is V for Vendetta.
Yes,
because I love movies, but it's also anonymous. I don't know if you've ever seen those movies, which is like
exactly. He's one of the anonymous. Which is,
they say, you know, sort of like we're coming for you.
Lovely.
You cannot get away.
In a nice loving way, but that's great. So then we've got the almanac, which is up there. I can see the almanac from Back to the Future. Oh yeah. Next up is What the Hell Are You? We got the old Predator up there, haven't we?
Yeah.
Then
the best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, which is Donatello.
Yeah.
And then the worst Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Whoa. That's hell no. We all know that Leo is the best, but I think obviously when we were growing up, I am the older brother, and when we were growing up, I think I got to choose the best things first, and then you got the sort of secondary stuff. So
it didn't matter if we got given them at the same time, because Russell would just run off with the best whatever it was.
Yeah, well, I was straight in Leo Raphael, and then you were all right. Michelangelo, he's all right. He likes pizza. So yeah, you were I know that you had Michelangelo and Donatello as a kid. Donatello
is always my favorite. Purple's my favorite color, which you're sporting in your background there looks lovely.
Yeah. It's my daughter's favorite color as well.
It's my favorite color.
Purple. Yeah.
So, but obviously I've also got the Shredder.
Get him down. Show us the detail of Shredder, because this was my Christmas present to him, by the way.
Shredder
look at that.
It's very cool. So this is he's got a lot of detail. He's pretty amazing, to be fair. You
can take his mask off and show scars and stuff, can't you?
Yeah.
When Splinter got him in the face.
He is awesome. But I always had the baddies, you see, because Russell got to choose what toys we would play with, and he always wanted to be the goodies, so I had to be the baddie in everything.
It's true. I mean, I remember I had He-Man, you had Skeletor.
I did.
Didn't
you? He was purple. He was purple.
Yeah, he was purple. Yeah. All right.
All baddies tend to be purple. Yeah. I've got a feeling that something's telling me something. I should just be a baddie.
Yeah, and let's think about Thundercats. You had Mum-Ra.
He's purple.
You had Mum. Well, he's sort of green, isn't he? But yeah,
he's got a bit. His pants. I think his pants.
Yeah. Mask.
Yeah.
You had Venom. You had the Venom.
Was purple, wasn't it? I swear.
Yeah, I think he was purple. Yeah, it might have been purple. Yeah, that is true, actually.
Exactly.
So most of the baddies are purple, and that's why you liked them. Yeah. Just before we go on to anything else, I never forget one. We always talk about it. One Christmas, it was when the Mega Drive came out, and the Mega Drive first came out. I think it was 1989 or something. So I was 9 and Nick was 7, 6. And it was a present for both of us. So there we are. So the present's under the tree. Mum gives it to us, and I sort of whip it in, and I'm there ripping it off. I'm not sure you even saw what I was
didn't
doing.
even know what it was.
So I was ripping in there, it's a Mega Drive. And I picked that Mega Drive up and I just ran straight upstairs.
And I was like, what is it? What is it? What is it?
I ran straight upstairs to the bedroom. And by the time Nick got up there,
it
was installed on the telly and I was already playing Sonic. But I'm sure you got Super Nintendo or something after that.
Yeah, I had something like that. Someone, who was it who just said about the Star Wars fan? Absolutely, I've got.
Yes.
So I think it was it Glenn who said about he's a Star Wars fan? I think so. Well, I'll show you this one pretty quick. This is my signed Darth Vader by Dave Prowse,
who is now
recently died.
He's recently passed away. So
I've been waiting for this fella to die for so many years. Since I got
say that on YouTube, that is unbelievable, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I knew it was going to be worth more. I knew it was going to be worth more.
Money's coming up.
But having said that, I didn't realise until about a year ago that it is the Spanish version. It is this. Look, it's
señorita. Yeah, it's a little bit, isn't it? It's a little bit, but
yeah, it's untouched.
How much did you pay for that signing?
The signature was 20 quid. Honestly, he made a fortune. That's all we did. He just went around signing it. Honestly, just get in one film and then just sign stuff for the rest of your life.
To be fair, he was in 3, but I mean, yeah, we'll give you that. But
yeah. Only his body. But,
and then what I'd like for the audience to do is to take a little look at the robots on Nick's screen. Can anybody tell me what movie they are from? Without don't bring them down. Don't bring them down.
Don't bring them down.
Make it hard.
If there's one there and one there. There.
We'll keep that going. And then we've got a gremlin. We love a gremlin. We do love a gremlin.
Obviously, everyone loves gremlins. My wife's only just seen Gremlins. Probably last Christmas, I showed her Gremlins. She's had a very weird, sheltered.
Yeah, she has. She hadn't watched Goonies and all that stuff for a long time.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, I couldn't talk to her, for a while, but. And then we've got Peter Vateman just behind your head.
Hold on, look at
Glenn. Oh, Glenn.
Glenn, he's on fire.
Glenn's on fire. Bring one of them down. Bring the one down. That one, yeah, because that's the one that the big boxer guy.
Now, this is the little guy. Now, Glenn, these were made from the actual molds of the actual screen props.
Geek! That's fine, huh?
I got the molds and I had to make them and paint them myself, but they're from the actual molds on the screen. Cost an absolute fortune. I will never tell the wife how much they cost. Yeah, that's actually not included. One of my.
But you can tell us how much they were. How much?
No. I'm not calling for that.
She might be watching. Yeah, it's recorded. Yeah, batteries not included. What a film that was back in the 80s.
That's one of my favourite films.
Quality.
Anyway.
I can see at the bottom there you've got the beautiful Seiko clock.
Yeah, this is another gift, but I did always want one of these. But Russell got me this as well. I've got a feeling it's going to be watch gifts until we're about 70.
Yeah, well, when the subscribership keeps going up, I'm going to get more freebie things, I reckon, and then anything I don't want, I just pass them on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have it.
Oh yeah, I like this. This is for you. Okay, right. So what we've got to do is we've got to do the get your watch out.
Ooh, okay.
What you wearing?
Am I going first?
Yeah. The guest got to go first.
I'm gonna take it off my wrist so that you see it better. So ready. This is the Hamilton Pulsar. Hold on, let's see the pulse.
Look at that. Look at that.
This is my Hamilton Pulsar.
What the rip-off? No,
this is probably my favorite watch that I own, and I know I'm going to get ripped for it. But
can we just say that Nick does not you know, want to be known as this person that knows all watches. He doesn't know, you know, movements and things. He knows what he likes.
I'm your
Yeah.
average watch guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Although
yeah.
This up here is my favorite watch of all time, but
yeah. I mean, it's quite a lot of money, that one, but we won't go into that. We'll go into that Daytona. So that watch is obviously
Live and Let
Die. Well done, Michael. That watch has obviously been on one of my shows. I've used several of Nick's watches, and that was on Live and Let Die. It is a beautiful watch. What I said when I did the show is that I thought that watch felt like a prop. Do you know what I mean? It felt like something an actor had been made for an actor of a specific era, you know.
There's just something about, for a start, there's something about the aesthetic of it with that dark, deep, you know, like an 8-ball, where you got to shake, it, and then you see like your future. Kind of feels like that. You can always see the time. You might not be able to see it, but you can always see it.
Yeah. Back in the day, so when they first came out, they didn't have that. They didn't have that display you could always see. So they've integrated 2 displays in that thing, haven't they? So they've got one that's always on, and then they got one that you turn and then it comes on. So it's a double screen.
This is like the first watch with like a double screen, because they've tried to be as close to the original. But obviously, did you just say that back in the day they couldn't make watches? They couldn't make LED watches that could have a battery last all day and be visible all day. So that's why they had a button press. But now obviously they can. So they've tried to keep that aesthetic by you get the pulsar lights with the button press, but you can see the time all day. But
so go ahead.
This watch is I've always had a thing about digital watches. I think of them as kiddie. I don't know why.
Right. There's the door. There's the door.
They just look like every G-Shock Casio watch to me. It feels like something I would have been given as a kid. And I know that is also a good thing, but I wanted a digital watch that I felt was a man's watch for a start, but that was also I wanted a watch that felt like jewelry and felt expensive, because it is an expensive.
Well, it didn't feel expensive. Basically, got mugged off paying £700 for a watch that's got far less functionality than this bad boy, which do you know what I mean? So I am sporting the GOAT. I call him the GOAT, the greatest there is, the greatest there ever will be.
Obviously provided by my brother once again.
I'm just trying to educate him. You know, I'm just trying to educate him. What I would say is that the guys on the chat, if they was to choose the Hamilton PSR or the F91W, there would be no contest. But it comes from a childhood for you of you didn't have digital watches when you were growing up, did you? I didn't have
digital watches, but I've struggled with watches. Do you want me to go through my spiel of watches?
This is hang on. Yeah, so this is when everyone hates you now. Go.
Yeah. So I've struggled with watches all my life for myriad reasons. But the first being, my mum and dad bought me a Fossil watch when I was. Thank you. They bought me a Fossil watch when I was about 10, and I later found out that this Fossil watch, which was a diver watch with a big bezel, I later found out that it was the woman's version of the Fossil watch, and from that day on, I cannot look at a bezel. I cannot look at a diver watch without feeling like it's a kid's watch. And I think, but also going more into reasons why I wasn't a big watch guy until about 5 or 6 years ago, is I'm pretty sure I'm quite dyslexic, and I've always had trouble reading the time. So I generally, my wife would tell you this, I would go, what's the time? And I'd go 1, 2, I'd do it like that. So if you had a watch and you're out, and you're doing this. You look like a right twit. So I always wanted a digital watch that felt expensive, like the expensive watches. And this watch, plus this watch it's got some serious this watch has got some serious history. It's the first digital watch, live and let die. But yeah, I'm not a fan of divers watches, as you're going to see from the rest of my.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute, divers watches. But yeah, the only issue I have, because I think it's a really cool watch, and I said that in the review, the money, it's £300 too much, isn't it? Come on, it is, isn't it? Do you think if it was £300, you probably wouldn't have bought it, or because you thought because it was expensive, you thought, hello?
I've got a brain disorder, which makes me think that things that are more expensive are better. So yeah, the more expensive something is, the more likely I am to buy it. It's something our mother's given me. I do have that now. So yeah, I am probably a mug, but I'm a good-looking mug.
Can I? Oh, hello. Yeah, whatever. Can I just tell you, hold off on your hatred at the minute, because we need to see his collection, and it is a nice, modest collection, but it's a good collection. It's a good one. It is good.
You wait for the rest of my watches. They're good ones.
Yeah. So I am sporting the F91W. I'm doing a show on it. I'm going to record tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. It's got great history. Got some sordid history. Got some dark history. Then I'm going to put it there. Dark history. In the 90s, but it's still one of the most bought watches on the planet, you know. So Roscoe's loving it. He's absolutely loving it.
Roscoe, you're gonna love me. You are gonna love me. The rest of these watches, they are awesome, although they've got quite a theme.
Yeah, they have got quite a theme. So let's go straight into the state of the collection. So we'll talk about the PSR, and we've thrown that in a bit. I mean, we've put that just behind you over there. Give us your next one. Come on.
Okay, next watch. Next watch I'm going to go for is probably my second my second most worn watch. This is probably my most worn watch. And this is my second. So hold on, I'm going to bring it in.
There it is, the khaki aviation pilot's watch.
The khaki aviation pilot's watch.
Very nice.
This watch, so I've got this on an original strap, which is a very, very comfortable strap, and it sort of goes with it. But
yeah, it's a nice watch.
I love planes and pilots, and that's why a lot of my watches are pilots' watches.
What pilot do you love? What sort of pilot do you love?
Not the pilot.
Big strapping man, or oh right, sorry, the planes.
Okay. So this basically the dial is made to look like an instrument from a plane, and I just absolutely love it. There's something weird. Most people wouldn't go for kind of a brown watch, and this has kind of got sort of maroon, cream, and black, and it's on like a PVD case. This watch is absolutely one of my. This is probably my second favorite watch.
So that just get it out for me, because it's got a display case back as well, isn't it? Does it have a display case back?
It does, but obviously it's on an Erica's original.
Yeah.
So you have. Hold on, you're gonna have.
Yeah, you can see it. So
yeah,
it's got a nice ETA movement in there. So 28,800 beats per hour. So it's got a lovely sweep to it. 40 hours power reserve. 42. It's a 42 millimeter case, and without the bezel, so it looks big. It's going to look big on a wrist. But Nick's got a 7-inch wrist.
Yeah, 7.5-inch wrist.
Yeah. It's the worst angle of all time. But yeah, that's all right. That's good.
Upside down. But
yeah, it's nice. I mean, that is a lot very similar to the watch you're going to show in a minute. But it's a Hamilton are nice, aren't they? I love where the date is and the day.
The day. I just love the color scheme is what made me buy it.
Yeah, well, the faux patina, isn't it? It's that
faux patina, but it's a completely different. It's not like a cream. It's almost let me see if I can show you.
It's like a custardy color.
Yeah, but it's kind of like crust. So here we go. So it's a sort of a magenta-y cream color to the main dials and everything like that, and then the inner is kind of red maroon,
Yeah, it's got 2 levels. That's nice. It's got 2 levels to it.
It's got 2 levels. It is just a beautiful watch, and it is the watch. This watch is the watch that I get the most comments about. So when I'm wearing it, most people,
when you're out in the public and it's not lockdown, that's the one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, before lockdown, this was the watch that I got the most.
Josh is here, everyone.
Hey, Josh.
How you doing, Josh? You okay, matey? So that's a cool. So the reputation level's going up a little bit now.
Only slightly. Slightly.
You know, we've got a Hamilton, and we got a Hamilton. We've got just before we've got Gilberto Zarate from Chile. Nice to see you, my friend. And we've got. Let's get our next watch out. So let's get our next. So that's a good one. It's a thumbs up on that one.
That is kind of my everyday watch, apart from my Pulsar. That is my everyday watch that I wear every day, pretty much.
Well, it's PVD coated stainless steel. It probably would go less with clothes if you're matching it up with clothes. But as you're always in your pajamas, I think it'd be fine. It'd be fine.
No, it's surprising that brown watch goes with almost everything. I love it. I love that watch.
Cool.
And like loads of people go, why would you pick like a brown kind of watch and a brown strap? But it's so. I'm a big fan of watches that are different, look different.
Here we go. Joe might have found his pilot's watch here.
Right? It's a beautiful watch, Joe. It is a beautiful watch.
How much did you pay for it? Because you bought it quite some time ago, didn't you? That one.
That watch, I actually got.
Oh yeah, you got it. You got given it, didn't you?
I got that as a bonus. But that watch it's around £900. I think that watch.
You most probably, almost certainly be able to get it 600 quid on Joma Shop or something like that.
No, I had a look at that the other day, and it was
Joma Shop.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 875.
Was it?
Yeah, 875.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, it's a very nice. It is a nice watch, and you got to give him some props for that. I can't go wrong with Hamilton. You can if it's a LED thing, but right.
Just for average Joe, hold on. I'm just going to show him so you can see it really does look like an instrument from a.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a Flieger type dial, isn't it? It's a Flieger type dial, which is a Germany type dial. So if you look at your Lacos, average Joe, and you look at the B style, it's similar to that. So it takes inspiration from that and puts it into that, which is cool. Okay, next props, Joe. If you've got a props from Joe, you're doing well. You're doing all right. Yes. You're doing okay. Okay, so the next watch. There's a running theme in these.
Next watch, Hugo Boss. No. This is my next watch. This is my next watch.
See, you'll get Joe Green loving that one.
This is the Navy Pioneer, the khaki Navy Pioneer. You might be seeing a bit of a trend in my watches. I freaking love Hamilton. I can't help it. But this watch is just it's a beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, I've if you want to see a review of that watch, I've done the review of this thing, and I didn't think too much of it to start with, and I never.
You didn't even know. I worn it around you, and you didn't even know.
No, I didn't even know, because it's like under the radar type thing, but.
You don't expect me to wear good watches, is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then you get to see the case. Just show it again, because it's got a really unusual case. So basically,
knurling on the knurling.
Yeah. So me and Average Joe got a thing about knurling on a bezel that don't twist. It's a bit weird, but it does look cool. But it's actually shaped in an old style pocket watch or a compass. Yeah. And I love the integrated lugs. The lugs that basically it looks like it's just one bar, but in actual fact there's a spring bar in there. It means you can change out your straps, and it's such a cool thing. And you've got the actual thermal hands. Can you try and shine the hands in the light? Can't see it, but they are blued. They are beautiful.
I'm trying to see it.
Shine it that way. Can you shine it that way? No, the other way. Oh, I can't see it. It's annoying, but they are beautiful, sort of Breguet style hands.
I wonder if I lit my.
It does, Michael. It does look like a pocket trench watch. It does. It's got that trench subdial, beautiful little silver sunburst.
I wonder if you can sort of see
You
it.
can't. It's very hard to see it, but when in the sunlight, it's beautiful.
It's it shines like a. It's a really sort of metallic. Almost feels like a car. You know, like an American muscle car kind of color. It's very navy color, obviously.
Yes, I mean, yeah, and Joe's absolutely right. It's not got any numbers on the bezel. It's not trying to be a twisty bezel. It's just a nice little aesthetic looking knurling on it. But
these watches go back to there's something about Hamilton and the simplicity of the dials that's what's caught me. Like from the very beginning of my first Hamilton watch, which you'll see in a moment. Like the simplicity of their dials helps me in my dyslexia till the time, because I don't get confused by complication on the dials.
There is a running theme. So there's no, although you do have a subdial on there, which is bit thing. But yeah, we've got so it's a 40mm case. It's only 11. Is it an automatic? Was it?
It's an automatic. Yeah, automatic.
So it's an automatic. It's only 11mm thick. It's got lug width of 20, and it's only 46 lug to lug. It's got a beautiful. It's got.
And I've got this on a collar, which it kind of really goes with that sort of nautical theme, because it's a very sort of rustic strap. They're very nice straps, the collar straps as well.
Yeah, they're beautiful straps. Beautiful, very nice.
Is
it water? It is water resistant, but I can't remember.
Water resistant.
Does it say on there?
10 bar. So a puddle. Is that a puddle? Is that a puddle or is that a bath?
It's 100 meters.
That's 100 meters.
100 meters. So for a navy watch, it's a bit, but still, it's just.
Yeah, but if you dropped your compass, you're screwed anyway, aren't you? You're never getting that back.
Exactly. But they're great. They're also, it's awesome dimensions. It's great dimensions of a watch.
The way that the light shines differently on the subdial.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's just such a beautiful watch.
I really like it. It's for me, it's a little bit too dressy for me. It's a little bit too dressy. I mean, I maybe would like it shaved off a little bit smaller and then just be manual wind, so it was even thinner for me. But I love it, but I can't see myself.
They do a version which is much bigger than this. They do a huge version.
It's a proper clock, wasn't it? A proper.
I'm not sure what the lug size is. I think it's like 50 or something. It's massive. It's massive. And I was tempted to get that one, but I look like Jimmy Savile or something like with his massive necklace or whatever.
Less of Jimmy Savile, I feel. But yeah, the case back. So yeah, so all of your watches, bar the PSR, have got display case backs, haven't they?
They have got all display. Yeah. The PSR has like, it's got the sort of
the pulsar star. Yeah,
it's got a pulsar star on the back.
That's cool.
Which is really cool. But I mean, I love the display case backs, but you never see them. It's like I've got a tattoo on my back. I don't even know I've got it. I never see it.
Yeah, what's it in Arabic, isn't it?
No, it's in Latin. But,
Latin.
I mean, you can't even see it.
But the guy that did it told me what he really spelt out on that back, and it wasn't what you thought. I'll tell you that.
I would say if you're going to get a tattoo, get one where you can see, because otherwise it's pointless. But, and 19-year-old me didn't know.
Well, if you've got the likes of a manual wind like my Seagull, and I did those macro shots of the movement, the display case back, that is magnificent when you look at that. If you've got a huge rotor from that's an automatic, then maybe, but I don't know. I like the old traditional, just a flat case back with nothing on it. But there's a time and a place for display case back, and I think a commemorative watch like that Pioneer is. I think it's quite good.
I don't think they had that word in Latin, Roscoe. I think it was twit.
Yeah, I think it was twit. So let's move on to well, actually, I've got your other watch here, but your final Hamilton. So he's a big Hamilton, and we've all found out why he likes his Hamiltons, because he likes the simplicity,
very clear dials,
very clear dials.
I just love the design. I guess I love the Americanness of them as well. But
we both love the America. We both love America, don't we?
There's not really any Hamilton watches that I look on their website that I don't like. I've even started thinking about getting a Ventura. And that is mental, because the Ventura is mental.
Its taste is all over the show, people.
It is. I don't care about. I just like weird things. I just like weird things.
I'm going to tell your wife. I'm going to tell your wife that. Yeah, tell your wife that later on. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I don't think there's too many Hamiltons that you can't look at a Hamilton and say that is ugly, or what's going on there. And
there's none that I really dislike. I mean, there's a few that I definitely wouldn't buy, which are like the ones which have a half skeleton. They've got a half. Yeah.
The open heart stuff.
And the half skeleton ones. Stephen Harper, the Men in Black Ventura. Although I don't know if I'd go for the actual Elvis Presley, the smaller one, because the Men in Black one is huge. Is a big watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I quite like the Venturas, and that would be a talking point for sure. And it's another weird watch. No, I'm all up for my weird watches.
Yeah, he's up for that.
This one isn't a weird one. This one is.
Okay, so this links nicely to our next segue, and this is Nick's final watch. Actually, no, hang on, don't do it yet, because we've got this one which I have. Hang on.
I was just doing this.
Hang on. So this is watch. This is his, and I used it. This starred in the Casio Royale show, and it's the Casio Royale, obviously.
Obviously, I'm not allowed to. I can't have it back until it's been anti-backed about 20 times.
Yeah, I mean, after where I put it, I'm going to have to anti-back it properly. Yeah, so I love this. I love this watch, and this is your beta, isn't it? This is your beta.
That is my beta watch. That is my beta watch. So that if I can't wear the Pulsar, I'll wear that watch. And if I'm doing the mowing, I'll wear that.
Yeah. So when I did my macros on this, and there were some little lines and scratches, this is Nick's beta watch,
and my beta watch.
It's cool. But for you, it's not plasticky and toy like. It's got
no. That is kind of the higher end of the Casio watches. But there's still something about it being a Casio that I still feel it's a toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think it's because
maybe on some level we all feel that way. That's why we all love them. I honestly think that it does need modding. That one.
The modded ones look amazing.
I might mod it in the toilet for him.
I'm just going to put my light on quick. Hold on.
That's all right. Well, thank you very much for watching, team. At the minute, it's good. He's got one more watch here. I don't know where he's gone. He's sorting out the lights.
There we go.
There we go. Right, here we go. Show us your last watch you got. Let's have a look. Here we go.
This is a special watch to me. So this is
there we go.
The Interstellar, the Hamilton Interstellar, which this watch was given to me by my wife on my wedding day. And I wore it as my my first child was born. I say first. I'm not having another one.
Right. So this is the Cooper watch, isn't it? This is the beautiful Hamilton khaki pilot. Show us the bad boy again.
Nate's here. My work colleague.
They're good friends. Nathan and Nick.
Nathan actually helped my wife pick this one and choose it. And get it.
So this I had this watch. I semi regret selling it, getting rid of it, because one, it was given to me by my wife, but another, it was it's just we love Interstellar, don't we? We love Interstellar.
Like Interstellar is one of my all-time favorite films. The feeling of Interstellar made me have to get this watch. This watch feels epic, like the film Interstellar makes me feel. It's mainly because of Hans Zimmer.
We are both huge Hans Zimmer fans, aren't we?
Huge.
So much so, and Nathan as well. Actually, Nathan, because he went with you.
Okay.
We went to that, and my wife. We went to see Hans Zimmer live in Bournemouth, and that was just unbelievable. Unbelievable. When he was doing the Batman, The Dark Knight, and he was doing
the Interstellar music is.
Oh my god!
It's what Interstellar music is what I picture will be in your head as you die. Is that weird?
Lovely. What a lovely thing to think about on a Sunday night.
Transcending music, that sort of universe in music. It's just it's incredible, and that's what I just this watch is just it is beautiful. And my plan, because I wore this to my son's birth, and my plan is to hold on to this and give it to him when he's 18 or 20 or
that's cool.
But God knows what I'll be wearing by then.
What I love about the watch is I love the skeleton handset, because you got the skeleton. Just show it. You got the skeleton minutes hand that goes over the 24-hour markers, which is amazing. Actually, no, it stops at that line, but the hour hand has got that triangle skeleton, so you can see the number. I absolutely love that, and I love the date complications on them as well.
It's just, I mean, look at the way it's sort of in the sunlight. How
yes, the indices, the markers, they're all sort of this 3-dimensional raised sort of like lines in them, and whatever light. I need to borrow that because I need to do a show on that. It's quality. And then the dial on it is quite sunbursty. So in my mind, it's like, get your aviation out and put it next to, because I think this Interstellar is just on another level to that one, in my view. I much prefer the Interstellar to that one, but they're similar-ish kind of watches. You know, the Interstellar's got every numerals round, and that aviation watch has got like you said, more of a dial on a plane.
But, they are very similar but very different to me. But I know what you mean. They're not like a diver to a pilot's watch. They're both watches.
Well, they're both 42 millimeter cases. They're both 11 mil thick, and they're both 20 mil lug width. So they're strapaholics. But for me, because of the 42 case, and there's no bezel, so it's all dial, and the lugs go out to 49 mils. It's just I wasn't wearing it, so I had to give it up. But look at that. It's a beautiful dial.
Crazy, beautiful dial. But yeah, Hamilton definitely markets to Hollywood hard. I think that's I'm a movie buff, and so it sort of plays into my wheelhouse for sure. But this is the watch that started my love of watches. This watch, because before that, like I said, I would generally not really wear watches.
No.
Because I'd have to do the whole, hold on, because I'm dyslexic, I go through and try to tell the time. But since wearing watches, I am now able to tell the time very quickly.
Well, that is good. That is.
But also, my love of watches does come from working with an absolute watch addict who is Nathan, who's in the chat.
Yes.
Nathan has you need to get Nathan on with his collection, because he's got a very varied and massive.
Yeah, he's got some nice. He's got Pharaoh watches
he's got
Boldo watches. He's got Seiko Monster. Has he got a Monster? I think. I'm sure he had a big Monster.
He's got an amazing Oris watch, a beautiful Oris.
Oh
watch.
Yes, yeah.
But and Nathan would sort of talk to me about watches all day, that I didn't really have an option other than to get into watches. also, he is the slowest person at buying a watch. By the time Nathan has decided upon buying a watch, I've already bought like 3 and sold them.
Well, yeah, sometimes you have to take it in. Sometimes the best thing about buying a watch is the getting after it and looking up. I mean, when I buy a watch, I always do a lot of research on it, but I'll do my main research just before I pulled a trigger on it.
You know what? You know what I do? What I do, which is weird.
You'll buy it and then research it.
That is exactly what I do. This is what I was saying to you when you started your YouTube channel. Was I tend to buy a watch and then I go on YouTube to look at all the videos of the watch being moved and maneuvered to make sure that I've made the right decision, even though I've already bought it. So I don't know if that's some sort of psychological defect.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, your looks first, and then insides later. You know.
Yeah. And if I don't like it, I'll just sell it.
All you can say, it's a good job your wife is pretty, isn't it? That's what all we can say. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now we're sort of running out of time-ish here, but so what I want to do is we want to talk a little bit about a film that we like, and then a watch that's in that film. So we're going to do one each, Nick. So what do you want to do? What film do you want to do?
I'm going to do Minority Report because I've got a cool little ditty about the watch in Minority Report.
Okay, yes. So we have.
So shall I talk about it first?
Go on, talk to it. Talk about it.
This is the watch that's in Minority Report, and obviously this is a beautiful watch with a very futuristic story.
So Minority Report is set in the future, isn't it? Set in the future.
And they stop crime by sort of precog, seeing things into the future. And if you look closely, this says, right, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this right, but Bulgari. Yeah. So this is a Bulgari dial which was put in post-processing over an Omega Seamaster X33 watch.
Hang on, so it's that movie. If you haven't seen it,
this is the movie.
That's the movie.
I'm pretty sure you got a picture of the actual X33.
I have. And it is third and first gen. Yes. Here we go.
This is the X33 watch, and I love this watch because it plays in my wheelhouse. It's an Omega Speedmaster, but it's also got the digital inlay, which I love. I absolutely love it.
He loves that Digi, don't you?
I love that bit of digital, but when it's an expensive digital, obviously.
Yeah.
So the newer version, which is on the left there, is I'd love that. But the version that was in the film and what it should have looked like is on the right there. But now if you go back, you can see what they did in post-processing.
They were naughty, weren't they?
They were very naughty, and they changed the brand. They changed the brand of the watch.
They changed the brand and the dial
and everything, and they got absolutely sued.
And they got sued by Omega.
By Omega, and they lost. Obviously, I mean they didn't have a leg to stand on, but that's that's just a weird little ditty. But I love that Omega Speedmaster. I know you really want a Speedmaster, don't you?
I want a Speedmaster Professional. Yeah, that's what I want, or a reduced is slightly smaller. But I love space. I love things to do with space. You know what I mean?
I do definitely love the moon watch. But I do love that X33 because it's weird. I don't think many people have that watch.
I don't think so. I mean, obviously, I follow quite a lot of people on Instagram. I've never seen that. I've seen Breitling, the Breitling ones that are digital, digital, but never an Omega. Obviously, when the quartz crisis hit or something, and the digital age hit in the 80s or the late 80s or early 90s, they must have done that reference to try and sell some more speedies, you know?
Yeah. So I mean, they got in trouble. Quickly, have you got a screenshot of him actually wearing that watch?
I don't know. I don't have it. Sorry, I didn't save that one. But for those that do, go and have a look because
you want to have a read up on it. Is they were very naughty on that.
Very naughty.
They did it because they needed it to look way futuristic, but they shouldn't have put the branding of Bulgari.
No, I mean it doesn't take a lot for a prop guy that makes all these amazing things just to make their own bezel and
I mean they did it in post-processing. They should have kept it as Omega, shouldn't they? But I guess Bulgari or whatever, they must have paid a fortune.
Bulgari, unbelievable.
Anyway,
that's a great little info, isn't it? My one is from one of my favorite all-time films, which is Ghostbusters. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh.
dun, 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 dun. You've got my Lego Ecto 1.
I have
On
got
the,
Lego. I've got Ghostbusters screensaver actually.
he has. So we've got Egon, Winston, Peter, and Ray. And look what is on Ray's wrist. He's obviously left-handed. Something that when I wasn't into watches, I had no idea that they wore watches. But if Ray and Egon, because Egon's been caught wearing this as well, if they're going to wear watches, they're definitely going to wear a watch that is the smartwatch of 1984. You know what I mean? So that is, my friends, let me show you what this watch is, because I absolutely love it. It is where's my thing? It is the Seiko M516 voice note. Look at it and just appreciate it. I mean, Nick's thinking that's just a toy there, isn't it?
Yeah. I am thinking that, but I love the heritage of that film, so I would love that watch. And
look at that. I mean, that came out in 1983. And
that's when I was born. I need that.
Yeah, it's your birth year. Also, you don't know, but the G-Shock was born in 1983. I know you don't like G-Shocks, but that's a little thing for you. But look,
you can't buy this watch, can you? You can't buy this watch.
No. They don't make. I mean, if they made a reissue of this, it would be crazy. I mean, I'd slap one. But Glyn Reynolds says it looks like a transformer, and it does look like a transformer. I just love this thing. I mean, it's pure 80s looking. That panel, that little stainless steel panel on the front. You've got your play button, record button. Obviously, you've got split time and your start stops up there. But it's just, I just love it.
It screams 80s, doesn't it? Absolutely screams 80s. It's even got like the little the screws, wicked. I love
these little screws. Yeah, and they would look weird if they weren't on it. I mean, Seiko just did some great little digital watches.
One Seiko that I'm not a massive fan of Seiko, which I'm going to get destroyed over again. But I'm not a massive fan, but I do like, and it goes for my weird watches thing. I like the Ripley. I like the Ripley.
Yes, the Giugiaro. Yeah, that watch was designed by the guy that did the DeLorean.
Oh, there you go. But I love that big bit on the side. Even though I swear you're gonna smack that on everything.
Yeah, you would definitely smack that. But it is cool. It is a cool. Terry, I do a lot of singing and recording, my friend, and I would easily press record and just, if I've got an idea, stop, and then I would listen to it and
it would sound like someone in a train station announcing the next train.
Oh yeah, it would definitely be rubbish. Absolutely. I've got a Casio 94, 95 one that is rubbish. Bobby Legs is here. Big Bobby Legs. Nice to see you, my friend. Yeah, but I love the 80s. I love the 80s and those sorts of watches like the F91W and all that sort of stuff.
I've come in, I've completely abused your whole sort of subscribe. I don't really I'm not a fan of Seikos or G-Shocks.
Well, I don't think you've seen enough Seikos to say
maybe not. Well, I definitely take the Ripley. That's all wicked. I love
the Ripley's good, but they're Seiko makes them. They do make some great manual wind and automatic stuff. So he just don't like his Nick sees Seikos as dive watches, don't you? Really?
I do. I think I do. Yeah. I do see that. And it goes back to when I had my watch from my mum. She bought me the woman's watch, and she ruined it. She ruined it for me. All divers' watches for the rest of my life. I can't get over it.
Well, that's my mum didn't do that, so that was nice. I remember going into Argos with mum buying the Casio CA, the calculator watch. I remember distinctly going in to get that, and I might remember going into another shop and saying, "Yeah, Nick will love that one. Yeah, he'll love that, mum. Oh no, he'll love it."
As a dyslexic child, I should have had the calculator watch.
Yeah, that is true. Oh, that is busy.
Got a laptop.
It was busy, but it was busy. Well, do you remember the metal pen? What's Perry said? Do you remember the metal pens with the digital clock? The end of them. I think I did. Yeah, I think I remember them.
That sort of rings a bell for some reason, but I don't think I have.
There was a time that you could get a digital display on blooming everything. I know Grandad. I actually got it from his desk, but he had a lighter. Do you remember the lighter that had a digital display on it?
A gold, wasn't it? But I actually own one other watch which I haven't spoken about. Which my granddad, he owned some very expensive and very nice watches. Which he bought a very long time. I think Russell's reviewed them on his show.
Yeah, people know actually it's on Instagram. The last couple of shows I've did, he's got his Rolex on there.
And I've got when my granddad came to the end of his life, even though he had these amazing watches, he would wear the crappiest crappy watch. It was a plastic like pound watch.
Yeah.
All beaten up. Yeah. And he lost the strap.
The strap broke.
The strap broke.
He changed the strap.
So it was a black plastic dial and face and a metal strap. And I actually keep that watch under my son's mattress so that my granddad can look after my son whilst he's asleep.
The alarm goes off at 12 o'clock every day, doesn't it?
That might be why he wakes up every night.
The thing about our granddad is he was very frugal, wasn't he? He was. If something broke and it could be fixed, it would be fixed until the point. I mean, we're talking millennium time when him and Grandma was still using the same dryer and washing machine and fridge from the 70s.
It does make you think. Like if you had to take one watch, if you could only have one watch, what watch would it be? Because Granddad decided in the end that an expensive watch, he didn't need to wear it. He didn't need to wear it. He just needed to tell the time.
Yeah,
that's what he needed. And so it does make you think what's important. And I'll tell you what's important. It's the pulsar. The pulsar.
It makes you think. Hang on. It makes you think that people have got 700 quid to spend on something that just flashes a little time up. 10 quid, £10, £10.
What's quite cool is on every one of my Hamilton, there's a different Hamilton logo. So
I love that 70s.
That's the old the 70s one. Then you've got this one.
That's a new one. That's a new one.
The Navy Pioneer has kind of a more sophisticated,
similar-ish.
But it's like spaced out. It is different sort of typeface. And then the has the different logo.
Yeah, that's good. I
love that. I love Hamilton. What can I say?
I mean, I definitely am going to do a like what Michael's just saying here. He's saying the CWC G10 quartz, my post zombie watch. I am definitely going to do my top 5 zombie watches.
I thought for a zombie, I won't go through it because Russell's probably going to do an episode, but I saw as what I thought would be brilliant for a zombie watch. I can't remember the make of it now, but it was, you could hold it up and align it to the sun, and you could tell you could tell which direction you needed to travel by lining up the bezel with the.
So line up the bezel with McDonald's, and then you could let's go.
But I also thought in a post-apocalyptic world that you would want what's the radon? The radon tubes? Is it radon? It is radon.
The radon. No, I forgot what they are. Help us out, watch family. The tubes. That,
radioactive tube. I know Nick needs a talking watch.
Yeah. I can't remember what the name is. But
Marathon use it.
Yes.
Marathon use it, but it's the radioactive tubes. I thought that was wicked because if you're hiding from the zombies.
Tritium.
That's it.
Well done, my friend. He's there. Tritium's got it. Of course it is. Thanks, Joe. They'll last you 25 years without fading. Pretty special.
And if you just want to end it, you could just sort of break them open and lick them. You'd be dead in a day.
Cyanide under it. Well, listen. Thank you very much for coming on board, Nick. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having me. You probably lost quite a few subscribers.
No, it's absolutely fine. I do not get my taste from your watches, although Hamilton, most
you can't go wrong with Hamilton no matter what it is.
You can't go wrong unless it's a pulsar, but But yeah, no, it's been a pleasure having you on board, and thanks for being a good sport on it. And as I said,
sorry, can I just answer Michael?
yeah.
Michael, I'm going for like a samurai sword, so you can stay away from the zombies. But you don't. You could have one of those crossbow bolts, but you got to go pick them up afterwards. You'd be screwed.
That is true. Yeah, that is
true.
true.
Yeah, carry on. Sorry.
Lovely. Yeah, no, you're right. A lovely samurai sword. That'd be lovely. I might go to Smith's later and toy shop and get one.
Yeah, pick one up.
Right, we're going to say goodbye to Nick. Thank you very much for being a good sport, Nick, and you take care of yourself now. We might see you if people still like you after this. And the subscribership hasn't gone down. We'll get Nick back on for some zombie
next time I buy my next Hamilton, I'll come on and show you.
You know what it is? It's going to be Seiko. Come on, we got to do the Seiko. We're going to find some good watches for you. Take care. I'll speak to you in a bit. See you later. There he is. Thank you very much for the taking the mickey out of him. That was good. SoCal's here, Miguel's here. Miguel, you just missed my brother talking a lot of waffle about Hamilton. As I said, I'm going to get in that Interstellar watch because that Interstellar is a beauty. It's just a little bit too big for me, but I absolutely loved it, and I've still got his Casio Royale. But there's a lot of people that look at watches first and then, like he'll buy it in and then he'll do his research on it. I'm a little bit more, I need to do so much research on the thing. I need to know I'm getting the right watch before it comes to my door, Roscoe's giving him a good shout there. So that's good. Excelente. It's good fun. It's good fun. So let's talk about, I've got a big announcement to talk to you about, but I've got another idea that I want you to be involved in, okay? And it's if you're up for it, okay? So doing this episode, doing this live chat made me think, why don't we do a subscriber takeover? So the way it works will be for every 10 minutes, I will have a subscriber come on to this on the video and show me a watch which is their favorite in their collection. Okay, you've got 10 minutes to have a little chat, show us your watch, talk about your watch, and then you get out of here and then the next one comes on. I think that would be an awesome thing to do. It's just let me know if you want to do it. Let me know if it's worth doing, because we can get people from all over the world. We can look outside, we can look at the beaches or whatever, we can look at it raining. But I want to get you guys involved a bit more. So I want subscribers to come on board and we have a look at their watches, their one watch they want to show off from their collection, and then they go off and we'll get someone else. So if you are up for that, can you follow me on Instagram on the MWC 2020 and direct message me and tell me that you'd like to be a part of it. Obviously you need a webcam, but you don't have to have it showing your face. You can show it a tabletop if you want to, which is absolutely fine. That's cool with that. We'll show you that. We'll let you know the rules, and you'll get an allotted time, which is good. And then we'll just have a bit of fun. I just want to get you guys together because the one thing about this thing is just having you guys just watch these things and watch my shows, and I'm really appreciative of it, and I'd love for you to get involved a bit more, which is great. So there's that. That's going to be for not next week, the following week. But this week coming, we have a special guest. Are you ready? I need someone to do a drum roll, please. Drum roll, which is this. And it is Jodie. The big Jodie from Just One More Watch is coming onto the Mad Chat next Sunday at 8 o'clock. What do we think? Tell me right now. I've got the big Casio King coming. What do we reckon? Good thing, huh? Bit of fun. he's a top guy, very nice, really approachable guy, and he loves Casio. I love Casio, and you know, I was very appreciative of him subscribing to my channel and talking to me on Instagram, and he's just a very down to earth and a top guy. Wants to get involved with a few more of us reviewers and to get involved with the Watch family. And no, I'm really chuffed, and he's going to come on and we're going to have a bit of fun. I've got a couple of games for him, Casio games. Glyn Reynolds, there he is. So this t-shirt he's wearing here, this 75, he designed it. Glyn's designed practically everything on the Mad Watch Collector stuff, from this picture of my face up here and everything else. But you know, everyone loves Jody. He's a great guy, and I am really looking forward to doing that next week. It's going to be a bit weird because I'm going to be doing it at 8 o'clock on the 7th, but for him, because he's in Australia, he's going to be doing it at 9 o'clock in the morning. So he's going to be, you know, a bit dry-eyed and a bit tired. But I'm just so pleased that we've managed to get Jody on board, which is really cool. For everyone that has stayed around to the end of this mad chat, you know, I hope it's been worth it. My little announcement there, which is cool. I'm just over the moon that someone like Jody, with the amount of subscribers and the big presence he has around affordable watches, likes my channel and wants to get involved on my stuff, which is really good. So really chuffed with that. So next week it will be Jody and myself at 8 o'clock live. What shows am I doing? Well, the show I'm going to record is the F91W, and I'm also very lucky enough to have a Tudor Black Bay 58 Blue in. I'm going to pick that up tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to. That's going to be really good because I want to do a versus. I've got my Black Bay 58 and the original, the OG, and I'm going to put it up against the blue Bay 58 and just see, is there any difference? Is there enough differences that you want to consider that watch? So I'm really looking forward to that. So yes, he's actually been on, if you want to go to SoCal Watch Reviews, Jody has actually done a podcast with him and Wristwatch, which was P. Ross, which is really good. What's we got? Sydney should be. Yeah, I think we'll talk about that later, Nave. We'll talk about that later. Hey, MWC, love what you are doing with this hobby. Very entertaining. Thank you very much, Eric. Thank you. Nathan, it might be 10 o'clock my time, not 8 o'clock. But yeah. We'll get it sorted out. Don't worry. So that's really good. Good. Well done, Terry. That's good. Excellent. And yes, it probably is. Thanks, Nave. That's about it, team. Thank you very much for watching the Mad Chat. Thanks to my brother Nick for coming on board, and I shall see you in the next one. And I'll hopefully, if you're on Instagram, I'll see you on Instagram. And have a lovely week. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. And I shall see you in a tick, 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 a tick.